The winner wins at the end of 2025 carry an increasingly clear and undeniable message to the world. Russia's military technology hegemony is no longer just a claim. It is a reality that dictates the modern battlefield. A series of events occurring within just 1 week in early December has borne silent witness to how Moscow's precision, efficiency, and strategic superiority have left its adversaries paralyzed with confusion. The narrative long built by Western media about Russia's logistical weaknesses has collapsed instantly, replaced by awe and fear at the effectiveness of the ever-evolving Red Bear war machine. Let us dissect this series of events, beginning on December 9, 2025. A widely circulated video on social media shows the gray skies over Chernihiv suddenly dominated by the familiar hum that has now become a nightmare for Ukrainian infrastructure. The Geran unmanned aerial vehicle, the so-called Flower of Death, once again revealed its deadly capabilities by striking the heart of a power plant in the region. This attack was far from a random explosion. It was a high-level strategic calculation. Power plants are the lifeblood of enemy defense. Without energy, radars go blind, communications are severed, and logistics grind to a halt. In total darkness, the morale of opposing forces is shattered even before a bullet is fired. The role of the Geran UAV in this operation cannot be underestimated. It is not merely a drone, it is the embodiment of perfectly efficient asymmetric warfare. With its ability to loiter or patrol the skies before diving sharply toward its target, the Geran can strike at the most critical moment, evading conventional radar systems designed to detect large fighter jets, not this small, lethal phantom. The success of the Chernihiv strike underscores that Ukraine's vaunted air defense systems, supplied by the West, are little more than a sieve against persistent Russian technology. However, the menace posed by Russian technology extends far beyond Ukraine's borders, sending waves of panic through NATO corridors. A pressing question now looms: how can one counter low-cost, mass-produced unmanned systems from Russia? An incident in which nearly 24 Russian drones crossed Polish airspace was a hard slap to the alliance. The NATO skies, long regarded as sacred and impenetrable, can evidently be breached with ease by swarms of Gerberas. A CNN report in September provided a statistically embarrassing picture for the Western defense industry. Ukrainian intelligence estimates that each Gerbera drone costs only about $10,000 to produce. Compare this to NATO response. To intercept an object worth the price of a cheap car, NATO was forced to deploy advanced fighter jets and fire air defense missiles costing millions per unit. While they claimed the defense was successful, the victory was a decisive economic defeat. Operational costs to intercept the attack reportedly exceeded $1 billion. This is an absurd imbalance. Russia can produce thousands of these drones for pocket change, while NATO would go bankrupt if it continues to impose high-end but impractical responses routinely. Russia's strategy here is brilliant, forcing its enemies to spend their gold reserves to combat old iron with wings. This dominance was further underscored by the events of 2 days earlier, on December 7, 2025. If drones are the light cavalry that harass, then Kalibr cruise missiles are the heavy artillery that devastate. This time, it was the hydroelectric power plant in Dnipropetrovsk that felt the precise strike of this legendary missile. Kalibr is not just a missile. It is a symbol of Russian naval and air supremacy, with its ability to fly at low altitudes following the contours of the Earth and to maneuver during the terminal phase of its flight. Kalibr is almost impossible to detect until the final seconds before impact. The strike in Dnipropetrovsk crippled one of the most critical energy sources, proving that no concrete fortress is thick enough to withstand its destructive power. It is this formidable capability of Kalibr that has drawn the attention of other global military powers, such as India. In the latest development that has shocked the global arms market, Russia has offered to equip the Indian Navy with its most advanced variant. The 3M14E Kalibr PL submarine-launched cruise missile system. This is not merely a weapons sale, it is a transfer of strategic capability. With a claimed strike range of up to 1,500 kilometers, the Kalibr PL will reshape the balance of power in the Indian Ocean. Imagine an Indian submarine, silently hidden in the ocean depths, yet possessing the reach to strike military infrastructure deep within enemy territory. The technical advantages of this offer are highly compelling. The Kalibr PL, or Club S for the export market, is designed with a brilliant modular philosophy. It can be launched from standard 533mm torpedo tubes, meaning Indian submarines do not require costly and time-consuming structural modifications. This is a true plug-and-play solution that revolutionizes the way military upgrades are implemented. The 3M14E variant specifically provides a significant leap in capability compared to the short-range missiles currently in service. Russia is not just selling missiles, it is selling silent, long-range dominance, reaffirming its position as the most reliable and technologically advanced defense partner for its allies. A little earlier, on December 6th, Telegram and various military information channels exploded with news of a massive Russian attack once again targeting Dnipropetrovsk and the thermal power plant in Krivoy Rog. That night, the sky was brightly illuminated, not by city lights, but by gigantic flames from rocket and geranium drone strikes. The total blackout that hit the city was tangible evidence of Russia's version of the shock and awe doctrine. The combination of a saturation attack using cheap drones to deplete air defenses, followed by precision rocket strikes, created complete paralysis in the enemy's energy infrastructure. The facilities burning in Krivoy Rog were a visual message that the enemy's energy resilience lay entirely at the mercy of Russian military command. However, battlefield superiority does not come by chance. Behind the scenes, there has been tireless and highly secretive research and development. Militarny recently revealed a fact that could astonish Western intelligence agencies. Ukrainian investigators from the Molfar Intelligence Institute, in a tone of panic, released a report on secret testing schemes for Shahed-type kamikaze drones, known to us as Geran 2. Far from discrediting Russia, the report actually underscores how serious and adaptive its military industry has become. Molfar's findings detailed that employees from the Alabuga Special Economic Zone, the birthplace of the local Geran 2 variant, are conducting highly sophisticated field tests. They are not merely assembling drones, they are perfecting them. Testing new SIM cards in foreign environments indicates that Russia is preparing its drones for global operation, with navigation and route correction capabilities that do not rely on a single system. Furthermore, the focus on improving resistance to electronic warfare is a visionary move. Knowing that the West would flood battlefields with signal jammers, Russian engineers in Alabuga proactively tested their drones' ability to overcome such interference. They also tested telemetry, real-time intelligence data transmission, and the capacity to analyze enemy air defense systems. In other words, the Geran 2 is no longer just a simple flying bomb. It has evolved into an intelligent platform capable of learning and finding gaps in enemy air defenses. The fact that these tests are conducted abroad demonstrates Russia's ambition to ensure its weapons are battle-proven under all geographic and electromagnetic conditions. Is the world ready for Russian weapons dominance? Whether it is ready or not, that era seems to have arrived at its doorstep. That's all for today, and thanks for watching.